Forget the usual laughs on 704 Hauser Street, because this specific night brought a sudden heartbreak that no one saw coming. It is the exact moment a fierce family conflict turns into a quiet, painful goodbye that completely changed television history. As you look at the unusual clutter filling the room, a strange, heavy anxiety begins to settle over the entire household. You can feel a familiar comfort fading from this ordinary living room, leaving everyone in a state of quiet, tense shock. When Mike finally reveals his new teaching job in California, the Stivicks pack their bags for a long, emotional departure. But here is what most fans missed during this classic broadcast. The real story is hidden inside a father's silent, breaking heart. If you watched this live back in 1978, you probably remember the heavy, unexpected tension that instantly filled your own living room. Do you remember who you were watching with that Friday night? And did your own parents feel that same unspoken fear of an empty nest? Look closely at Carroll O'Connor's eyes. He is deliberately avoiding his son-in-law, hiding his anxiety behind a cold stare. We are used to Archie shouting, but what made this scene unforgettable was his painful, helpless inability to find any words. Behind the scenes, Carroll O'Connor actually insisted on fewer lines here, knowing his silence would speak louder than any script. His body language tells the real truth. Notice how his shoulders heavily drop as he stares at the packed cardboard boxes on the floor. For 8 long years, the fierce generational debates filled this home. But now, the sudden silence is what hurts the most. For many American families at the time, this departure felt painfully familiar as adult children packed up and left home permanently. To capture this reality, Norman Lear filmed this scene in a single continuous take, capturing the cast's genuine raw emotion. Gene Stapleton is absolutely incredible here, portraying Edith's quiet heartbreak with a gentle, selfless maternal grace. The real heartbreak was watching Archie try to act normal, blindly clinging to his old chair like a man lost at sea. Only now can we understand the historical context of the late 1970s, as a major economic shift forced families to separate. When Mike offers a quiet word of genuine thanks, the studio audience falls into a heavy, breathless silence that you can feel. The non-stop laughter that defined this classic show completely evaporates, leaving behind a raw, naked human reality. But here is the unexpected insight. Archie wasn't trying to push Mike away here. He was trying to stop himself from falling apart. The weight of 8 years of shared life crashes down on him, turning his stubborn pride into an agonizing pool of sorrow. Consider subscribing to join our virtual living room setup every week as we safely protect these precious television memories. In this exact scene, Sally Struthers shows incredible growth, moving Gloria away from her childhood dependence forever. Her tearful eyes reflect the painful reality of deeply loving her father, while knowing she must go and build her own world. This balance of social friction and family warmth is Norman Lear's signature layer, turning sitcoms into deep American art. Lear believed that television should confront real family struggles, rather than offer easy, artificial, happy endings. Notice how Archie's stiff posture finally softens, revealing a rare, deeply vulnerable crack in his hardened shell. But here is the beautiful twist. He finally realizes those fierce debates were the only way they truly knew how to show love. As the final bags are slowly carried to the door, the room suddenly feels emptier than it ever has before. The climax arrives not with a loud argument, but with a long, painful pause at the door that stretches out the goodbye. The stubborn walls finally crumble when Archie looks at his little girl, fully accepting that the empty nest is now his reality. That tight, desperate hug and the heavy drop of his head communicates a universal parental grief that words can never touch. That's why this goodbye still hits parents so hard, even decades later, because the deep sense of loss feels incredibly personal. Did this iconic goodbye remind you of someone you once had to let go? Or a dynamic in your own family that shifted forever? When the house grows quiet and the television fades to black, what fond memories of your own family return to your heart?